of mercy, and compassion. Just look with pity, Father.
Hello, dear friends. Gradually, we are moving to the end of the season of Grace Lent. Are you praying? Have you really been involved in prayer and, of course, in fasting? But I have a question for you. Do you really understand prayer? Go with me to Hebrews chapter 5, from verse 7 to verse 9. And you realize something, that in the days when Jesus Christ was in flesh, he offered prayers and supplications with loud cries and tears to the one who was able to save him from death. And he was heard because of his reverence, and he learned obedience from what he suffered. Are you with me on something? Prayer can never be complete without submission, without obedience. God is speaking to you. Prayer is a two-way traffic. You speak with God and not to God. We speak, we are having a conversation, a spiritual interaction with our God. And so we are not ready to listen to what he wants us to do. And so many people go on their knees, they talk to God and walk away, but they don't want to listen to God. Jesus combined the two. He prayed and he was obedient. Have you even listened to the voice of the Lord? Have you reflected on what you pray about? Have you even sat down quietly and made time for God to speak to you? How much time do you spend in prayer? If it's an hour, if it's 30 minutes, if it's 5 minutes, if it's 10 minutes, whatever the time, can you divide the time and speak less and listen to God more? How do you listen? Even in scripture, in things we share, like today, listen to God. Someone will ask me, how do I? Pray by making it a communication. In the silence of your heart, listen to your spirit. He stays in you. So why do you want to always just be the one talking? You cannot obey if you have not heard. And so spend some time listening to God in silent prayer. Allow him to speak to you, and he will. In fact, he always speaks, but it depends on the one who wants to hear and who wants to obey. You can trust and obey because there is no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey according to the one who sang the song. What are Christians doing today? So today I talk about prayer. Prayer is a two-way traffic. Divide your time and spend more time listening to God, and he will speak to you. He will direct you to ways of peace. Shalom, and may God speak to you this week. May you find fulfillment and answers to the prayers you put to God. Shalom, peace. I'll talk to you again another time.